Everyone there on planet Earth, Pikachu, Shelby, Billionaire here live from Waianae, Oahu, Hawaii. I want to let you all know that I found the Epstein files, secretly hidden in plain sight where most people would not suspect. When you do a little search, you're going to find AG Pam Bondi wrote a letter on February 27th, 2025. That's right, we're going back into the past to understand the present. Because recently she said there is no Epstein client list, there are no files. But what's strange about this is Pikachu found it, and I've leaked it on Facebook, on X, tagged Elon Musk, Real Candace Owens, Tulsi Gabbard, and everybody, because we found the list, and we did it on Facebook Live. But now for all of our IG fans, I want to let you know where I found the Epstein list, the evidence, the client list, the flight logs, and how you guys can follow along with me. For all of you guys who are listening and tuning in, Pikachu found the Epstein client list and the logs. So let's go through it with you and me. I got my laptop with me because it'd be very hard to put into a video. So let's just film it live for all of you guys watching out there. All right, so we got to reverse the camera. Here we go. So here's the letter from the AG. What's up, Leo Mana? And this is what I found right here. So when you go to the DOJ website, Attorney General Pamela Bondi released his first phase of declassified Epstein files, February 27th. Here you're going to see Pam Bondi saying to the FBI, we have public release files related to the convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein and the sexual exploitation of 250 underage girls in his homes in New York and Florida. Da-da-da-da-da-da. And when you scroll to the bottom, bada bing, bada boom. Here's the evidence list. Here's the flight logs. This is the 100-something pages. Here's all the small parts. This is the contact black book they found in New York around 54th Street, and this is the masseuse list. So when you click on the evidence list, you're going to come up to here. There's going to be 3 pages, and you're going to see some weird, sick stuff. Towers, photos, videos, red tape. Here's what stood out to me. On the 3rd page, you go to General, 1 red rope contained like a container. And what's inside here? Let's read it all together. 1 vibrator, 3 butt plugs, 1 set of cuffs, 1 dildo, 1 leash, 1 box of condoms, 1 nurse cap, 1 stethoscope. You're going to see right underneath 1 more butt plug, frame photos of naked females, copper handcuffs and whip. You're going to see 3 sheets of paper. You're going to start getting disgusted of the photographs, the miscellaneous, the SD cards. This is the evidence that Pam Bondi already has on file, because you can show it right here. Next is the flight logs. So when you're on the website, you guys can follow along. If you go through this, it'll give you this page, which is 118 something pages. It's 180 something long. What you're going to do here is I'm going to give you the little cheat code. So when you scroll down, you're going to see these handwritten names. And Jeffrey, you're going to see they spelled out first names in the beginning. Then when you get towards the end, you're going to say Ghislaine Maxwell is going to be a GM. Jeffrey Epstein will be a JE. And you're going to see the marks, the names. Yes, Donald Trump is on the list right here. You guys can go through it, which is quite a lot. Here on the black book, so if you guys are following along, the contact book found in 1997 on 54th Street is going to be right here. And Donald Trump's name is on page 85. For all you curious Republicans, Donald Trump, AG Pam Bondi, your name's right here, which is why they don't want to show it to you. And what's strange about the contact book, because I remember seeing this earlier in the 90s, you're going to see Lex Wessner, the White House contact names, Ivanka Trump. A lot of Trumps are on there, because you got choke contacts from all over here. Jeffrey Epstein's here, different names. Kenya, different countries. You got massage literally written in here in UK. Like, they're not even trying to hide all this shit. Medical, how to cover it up, PB, witnesses. So what's strange is if you scroll down the black book list at the bottom, where there's not supposed to be any more pages, because they redacted most of the shit, so you can't see their names, contact, phone numbers. Before you could do it. And here's where it gets freaky, folks. Here's the important emails. Jeffrey Epstein's contact list: PB, Pittsburgh, New York, NM, New Mexico, Paris, New York. Ghislaine Maxwell, 3 stars. You can see who's important based on stars. Tim Newcombe, never heard of him. Citrix Systems programmer, probably just like you guys. Shirley Palmer or Charlie Palmer. Joe Pajemo, Christopher, French driver. Important witness. Secret Service personnel escorting. See, there we go. Secret Service personnel escorting Mr. Barak Ehud, former Prime Minister of Israel, on Jeffrey Epstein planes. See, told you Mossad's connected right here, black and white on their black book. Jean-Luc Purnell, that's the modeling scout with the agency. Scout, like I said, for young females. Karen Models. David Copperfield, magician, we know the guy. Eva Anderson from Dubai. David Cook, Palm Beach. That sounds almost like Dane Cook. I'm not sure if that's the comedian. Witness, interacted and chat daily with underage girls. This is all in the Black Book in the client list. Right here on the AG Pam Bondi's website for the Department of Justice. So if you guys haven't seen the letter, I'm going to read the letter to you guys right here of what she said. So we'll go it slowly over you guys. February 27th, so we're going back into the past. Dear Director Patel, before you came into office, I requested the full and complete files related to Jeffrey Epstein. In response to this request, I received approximately 200 pages of documents, which consisted primarily of flight logs, Epstein list of contacts, and a list of victims' names and phone numbers. Bada bing, here's the client list we just went over. I repeatedly questioned whether this was the full set of documents responsive to any request and was repeatedly assured by the FBI they would receive the full set of documents. Late yesterday, I learned from a source that the FBI field office in New York was in possession of thousands of pages of documents related to the investigation and indictment of Epstein. Boom, boom, boom. Despite my repeated requests, the FBI never disclosed the existence of these files. When you and I spoke yesterday, you were just as surprised as I was to learn this new information. By 8 a.m. tomorrow, February 20th, the FBI will deliver the full and complete Epstein files to my office, including all records, documents, audio, video recordings, and materials related to Jeffrey Epstein and his clients, regardless of how such information was obtained. There will be no withholdings or limitations to my or your access. The Department of Justice will ensure any public disclosure of these files will be done in a manner to protect the privacy of victims in accordance with law, as I have done with my entire career as a prosecutor. Sounds good. I am also directing you to conduct an immediate investigation to why my order to FBI was not followed. You will deliver to me a comprehensive report of your findings and propose personnel action within 14 days. I appreciate your immediate attention to this important matter. I know that we both committed to transparency for the American people and look forward to continuing to work with you to serve our presidency and our country. Attorney General Pam Bondi. Signed, sealed, and delivered. So that's the truth of what's going down with the Epstein files. Right here, you can find it here. I'll put the links and posts below. And I'll put it here. We already put it on Facebook. So we'll put the Epstein files. Here's the letter. We're going to put it on here. And we'll send you guys the tag. You guys can follow me on Instagram. Well, you guys are already following here. Right here, Legendary Billionaire. And we'll see you guys in cyberspace. So we did find the Epstein files. And you guys can find it right here. The letter, all the details here on the Department of Justice website. And then we'll put the links down below onto this post. Once we're done with the live stream, you're going to see the update right here. And we found the list, folks. So thank you all for watching. You guys going to get the fresh intel. And I'll put the links down below so you guys can click, find a way to enjoy yourself. And you're going to be shocked by some of the names you see. Tom Hanks, Steven Spielberg, Julia Roberts, Oprah Winfrey, Sean P. Diddy Combs. A lot of names are on there. So you guys going to see the names, see the list. You can have an AI run the system for you so you don't have to describe all those small little words yourself. But you guys can go through it, have a great time, and you're going to do something amazing with this. Spread the word, share the word, find the list. I'll put the links below. Chee-hoo! Aloha. Pikachu loves you. Aloha.
This is everything. The only solace for me is that when a group of people who've experienced trauma of this kind come together united against a common enemy, there's a very special bond between us all.
A painful bond shared among these 6 women sitting together for the first time for an exclusive interview with NBC News.
I find it very comforting to be here.
Marika Chartouni, Anushka DeGiorgio, and Rachel K. Benavidez sharing their stories about Epstein for the first time on television.
I think the nature of this kind of abuse means that you're conditioned to be silent, to be isolated, secretive, and shameful.
I feel like, it was a big game for him, and we were the pieces of his game.
And you're like, I'm just not going to say anything because that's what he told me to do.
The women all have familiar stories of grooming, promises, and then sexual assault.
I can relate to pretty much every person sitting here next to me.
Virginia Roberts Giuffre says Epstein associate Ghislaine Maxwell recruited her one summer when she was working as a locker room attendant at Mar-a-Lago. In her first broadcast interview, Virginia tells NBC News what she has previously alleged in court filings, that Epstein directed her to also have sex with a number of powerful men, among them Britain's Prince Andrew.
He was an abuser. He was a participant.
Virginia says she was 17 when this photo was taken with the prince in Maxwell's London townhome, next to the bathroom where she says he sexually abused her.
What happened?
The first time in London, I was so young. Ghislaine woke me up in the morning and said, "You're going to meet a prince today." I didn't know at that point that I was going to be trafficked to that prince. And then that night, Prince Andrew came to her house in London, and we went out to Club Tramp. Prince Andrew got me alcohol. It was in the VIP section. I'm pretty sure it was vodka. Prince Andrew was like, "Let's dance together." And I was like, okay. And we leave Club Tramp, and I hop in the car with Ghislaine and Jeffrey, and Ghislaine said, "He's coming back to the house, and I want you to do for him what you do for Epstein." I couldn't believe it.
Virginia says the abuse moved from the bathroom to a bedroom.
He wasn't rude or anything about it. He said, thank you, and some kind of soft sentiments like that, and left. I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that even royalty were involved.
She says Prince Andrew abused her 2 more times, once in New York in Epstein's mansion, and again at his Virgin Islands estate.
Prince Andrew, of course, denies that this ever happened.
He denies that it ever happened, and he's going to keep denying that it ever happened. But he knows the truth, and I know the truth.
What do you say if people think this is about money for you, that you're trying to get money and have gotten money?
Well, unfortunately, there's this horrible law called statute of limitations. My lawyer said the way to get Ghislaine Maxwell held accountable, the way to get Jeffrey Epstein held accountable, is through them saying I'm a liar, which I'm not. So it's called a defamation suit.
Like all others she's named, Prince Andrew has denied the allegations. Buckingham Palace telling NBC News in a statement, "It is emphatically denied that the Duke of York had any form of sexual contact or relationship with Virginia Roberts. Any claim to the contrary is false and without foundation." Maxwell has not been criminally charged and has repeatedly denied the accusations against her.
What does justice look like to you now?
Justice now is holding accountable the perpetrators that helped him and participated with him, and encouraging more people to come forward so we can try to put this puzzle together and understand how it happened. How did this happen for so long? How did he get away with it?
These are questions many of these women have asked, especially now, after Epstein's suicide in jail, awaiting trial on child sex trafficking and conspiracy charges.
I feel let down, that he was able to commit suicide. Yeah, it was really upsetting.
They failed us before. Don't fail us again.
Exactly.
That's all we're asking. Take us serious. We matter. You matter. You matter, and you matter. And for all the girls out there, you all matter too.
Yes.
A message to other possible victims of Epstein still waiting in the shadows.
Jeffrey thought that we were disposable, and he threw us all away. And look who's still standing.
There's something about seeing the group of women together with those shared stories that is incredibly compelling, as is Virginia's story.
The image itself is powerful,
Yeah.
and the words even more powerful.
Yeah, you can see Savannah's full conversation, a special Dateline that is tonight at 10, 9 Central. And by the way, we are going to check in with Savannah in just a little bit and see how she's feeling in our next hour. She has come down with pneumonia, and we're going to talk to a doctor about what we can do about that.
You are not hidden. There's never been a moment you were forgotten. You are not hopeless. Though you have been broken, your innocence stolen.
I hear you whisper underneath your breath. I hear your SOS, your SOS.
I will send out an army to find you in the middle of the darkest night. It's true, I will rescue you.
Yeah. Oh, there is no distance that cannot be covered over and over. You're not defenseless. I'll be your shelter, I'll be your armor.
Oh, I hear you whisper underneath your breath.
I hear your SOS, your SOS. I will send out an army to find you in the middle of the darkest night. It's true, I will rescue you.
Oh, I will never stop marching to reach you in the middle of the hardest fight. It's true, I will rescue you. I hear the whispers underneath your breath. I hear your SOS, your SOS.
I will send out an army to find you in the middle of the darkest night. It's true, I will rescue you.
I will never stop marching to reach you in the middle of the hardest fight. It's true, I will rescue you. Oh, I will rescue you.
Aheo kauaina pali Kenihi aela ikana hele E hahai anapaha I kaliko Pua ahihi Lehua o uka Aloha oi Aloha oi E ke ona noho I ka lipo A fond embrace A hoia until we meet again.
no ikalipo one fond embrace until we meet again.